So much nostalgia, so much nostalgia. When boy meets... Hey guys, it's Kristen and you're watching the Fan Club. Today I'm talking about Girl Meets World, the new Disney Channel Boy Meets World spinoff, and I am really excited about it. If you were around in the 90s, Boy Meets World was a really huge show. Everyone was obsessed with it. I mean, the characters are so iconic that people are still obsessed with the show, which is why I think doing a Girl Meets World spinoff was something that, you know, could be done because people still love Boy Meets World, and just the fact that you can bring that world back, especially because it's coming back with so many of the original characters, it's just crazy. I think this show is definitely going to be filled with people who are young Disney Channel fans that just are going to be watching it, and also some people who are older but nostalgic about Boy Meets World who want to see what Girl Meets World is going to do. I have already watched the first episode of Girl Meets World, and you can too. All you have to do is go to disneychannel.com and you can watch it right there. So after watching the episode, I thought it would be fun to do a little review and just talk about my thoughts. What's exciting about this series is that Cory and Topanga are adults now. It is the same characters who played them in Boy Meets World. It's Ben Savage and Danielle Fishel. They have their own kids, and the story mainly revolves around Riley. She's the girl of Girl Meets World, but they also have a son named Auggie. So really quickly, what I noticed right away is that Cory is kind of the Feeny, if you will. He still has his Cory quirks, but he's the Feeny. We didn't get to see a lot of Topanga in this episode, nor did we see too much of their son Auggie, but, you know, we could see that Auggie is kind of like the Morgan / Eric. He's the younger sibling, but he's also a little goofy. And Riley is kind of the Cory of the series. She's played by Rowan Blanchard, and her best friend is Maya, who is played by Sabrina Carpenter, and Maya is definitely the Shawn. She's the wild one, the troublemaker. She comes from a not-so-great home life, as we later learn on in the episode. So the first scene shows Riley and Maya trying to sneak out the window to go take the subway, and Cory stops them and they eventually let them go. But in this episode we really see that Riley is trying to be more like Maya. She wants to be the wild one, carefree, and all of that stuff. And Cory throughout the episode is just trying to tell her, like, this is your world now, you have to make your own decisions and make sure that you make the right ones. So they let them go off to take the subway, and on the subway, two things happen. One, Jackie Harris makes a guest appearance. She played Lisa on Sister, Sister. Sister, sister, I got my own mind, I got my own style and my own time. Dun, 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 dun. She is a loud subway passenger, and I just thought that was so cool because it just brought back more nostalgia, you know? Like, Sister, Sister was a good Disney Channel show back in the day too. Also on the subway we meet Lucas, who is played by Peyton Meyer, and he is the Topanga of this story. He is the new kid in school, and of course, Riley's crush. Fast forward, they go to school, and it turns out that their history teacher is actually Cory! Yep, he like followed in Mr. Feeney's footsteps, and he is now a history teacher, which is pretty cool. So in class is when we find out that Lucas is the new student, and we also meet Farkle. He is the Minkus of the group. He is really smart, knows all this stuff, and he just takes things too far, and he's in love with Riley and Maya. Farkle is played by Corey Fogelmanis, and actually I was doing a little research on IMDb just to find out more about the characters and the actors playing them, and I found out that Farkle's last name is Minkus. So what would be really cool, and what I'm thinking could potentially happen, is that Minkus from the original Boy Meets World is Farkle's dad. That would be awesome, especially if he came and did a guest appearance, which I believe he does, actually. Now that I think about it, I feel like I heard that. I'm not sure if he's definitely his dad, but I think he definitely appears. In Cory's class, he gives an assignment to just write a paper on anything that you are really passionate about or that you believe in, and Maya decides that she's really passionate about no homework. So instead of doing this essay, she kind of protests in the middle of class the fact that she wants no homework. And because Riley is trying to be more like Maya, she doesn't stop her. She doesn't tell her, like, this sounds like a bad idea, you probably should not do this. Instead, she just goes along with Maya. During her protest, Maya ends up pulling out a sparkler and waving it around, and the sprinkler system in the classroom goes off, and she gets in big big trouble because Riley didn't stop her. Cory pulls Maya aside to talk to her and figure out why she is doing these things and why she's going too far with her wild behavior. He finds out that Maya actually doesn't have anyone at home to help her with her homework, and that is why she's been acting out. After finding this out, Riley and Maya are really concerned that they're not going to be able to be friends anymore. They do this whole like,
oh, just, you're better off without me.
No, but you're my best friend.
No, I'm too much trouble.
But you're my BFF. I would never let anything ruin our friendship.
And all this dramatic blah 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 stuff. Riley ends up going home and bringing Maya with her and telling her dad, look, you told us we had to write a paper about something that we believe in, and I believe in my friendship with Maya, and I don't want to ever stop being her friend, and no matter what you say, you can't stop me. And Cory's like, I was never going to stop you from being friends with Maya. You guys belong together. Your friendship works because Maya is the one that gets you both into trouble, and you're the one who's supposed to get you both out of trouble. So the whole moral of the story, which I love about Boy Meets World, is that there's always some type of lesson to be learned. But the moral of the story is that you should be who you are, and that's it. You know, you don't need to try to be someone that you're not. So Riley learns that trying to be like Maya, first of all, is hard, and second of all, Maya is who she is and Riley is who she is, and you can't try to be like someone else, because then all of the good things that you bring to the table, there's no one bringing those things anymore. After Riley figures all of this out and learns that she should just be herself, Cory and Topanga give her a Metro card, so she now has the ticket to the world, is what they say, you know, like that this is her world now, and she can go and explore and have adventures with her friends and all of that fun stuff. So it's kind of like Cory and Topanga are passing on this baton, if you will, to Riley and all of the new cast members of Girl Meets World, being like, now the world is ready for you and all of your adventures, and just figure out the world for themselves. Also in that scene, there's this really cool moment where Cory kind of looks at this poster and Feeney's on it, and Feeny materializes and kind of just gives him like a nod, or like a you're doing a good job, Cory, raising your kids. And it was a really cute moment, and I hope that we see more of that. I know that we're definitely going to have other guest stars on this show from Boy Meets World. I definitely know that Sean and Cory's parents are going to be doing a Christmas episode. They're going to be stopping by for Christmas, so that's really cool, and I'm excited to see that. I think this show is going to be good for people who grew up with Boy Meets World and really loved it, or even people now who are just discovering Girl Meets World and are, you know, excited about these characters. I think it's going to be a pretty good show. I am excited to see what happens next and to see any fun, nostalgic throwback moments. That is what I'm looking forward to the most. Overall, I really liked this first episode. I think it was more of an introduction and a passing on the baton than anything else, but I think it definitely foreshadowed some moments that we're going to expect to see more of as the series goes on, like maybe learning more about Maya's home life, or seeing more of the relationship between Riley and Lucas, you know, the Cory and Topanga of the story. Just seeing Cory and Topanga's funny adventures as adults, as parents, I'm excited to see that as well, and I hope that we do get to see that and it's not just focused on, you know, the kids, especially because, you know, growing up with Boy Meets World, you know, and seeing these characters come back to reprise their roles, I think that's pretty amazing. That is it. Make sure to leave a comment below and let me know if you've already watched the first episode of Girl Meets World and what you thought about it. Again, you can also go to DisneyChannel.com and watch the episode there, and it also premieres on the Disney Channel Friday, June 27th, following the premiere of Zapped, a new Disney Channel original movie starring Zendaya. Make sure to check out my social media links in the description box below, as per usual. And if you like my videos, make sure to click that subscribe button. I put up new videos every week. Alright, see ya!